Greetings, everybody. This is going to be a Halloween edition pick a card reading, and this is might as well keep up the shadow work readings going. So this is going to be what or who is sucking the life out of you. Okay, so energetically, energy vampires, or could be a job, it could be thinking, anything. So we're gonna do this pick a card reading, and I have 3 piles that you can choose from. Okay, I have not shuffled the cards. I'm going to shuffle them on camera. This is a live pick a card reading, so hopefully there's no lagging, any glitching or anything like that, but we are kind of about to head into Mercury retrograde, so that could mess with our lives and stuff like that. So much love and shout out to you guys. I'm going to ground the energy, okay? Help us meditate, clear our mind, okay? As I stated in a community post, I discovered a channel that was stealing a concept that I have been using for quite some time. I had to check my facts before I even posted it, so I just want to make sure that, I'm not tripping, but of course I always consult with my ancestors and my spirit guides, and I know I'm not tripping about it. So there's cases where you might post something that are, ideas sometimes are not as original as we think they are. So it's very easy to come up with certain concepts and things like that where, it can come across as we're stealing. And I'm not talking about petty shit like, oh, this person's doing a sex reading because, sex readings come a dime a dozen on YouTube. Oh, this person's using the cards that I'm using. Like, so what? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, so what? Like, oh, this cards, I've been using these cards first, and like that shit's petty. So I'm not talking about stuff like that, but I wanted to make sure that the concepts that I have been using as of late, that no one, like, I'm not trying to bite off of anyone. That's not the whole thing, because I know how it feels to create something and then someone else capitalizes off of it because they're more popular, so it's easy to get away with it. A lot more people are going to be exposed to your, their content versus yours. So, you know what I mean? Hey, Bear Essentials, how are you? Greetings. It sucks. It is what it is. It sucks. But that's life, and spirit will handle that type of shit, that fuckery, accordingly. But I'm going to ground our energy, okay? I'm going to use my singing bowl because I need to do so as well before I even get into your readings. I don't want my energy to spill into the reading. So... okay, that was short and sweet, but okay. I got my fur baby at my feet. She probably knows I need some comforting right now. She's like laying next to me. And she's warm because my feet are cold. So, okay. So I'm going to have 3 piles for you guys to choose from. Okay, so pile 1. You guys, if you're drawing, excuse me, to the almond snicker, this is pile 1. Pile 2, you'll be the original snicker. And pile 3, you'll be the peanut butter snicker. So this is what or who is sucking the life out of you. So I'll give everyone a moment to reflect and meditate on the pile or the snicker, whatever that, or even number. Maybe you're drawn by numbers that resonates with you, and then we'll start the reading. All right, let's start your reading. Pile 1. If you guys were drawn to the almond snicker, this is your pile. So let's see, what is sucking the life out of you? What is sucking, or who is sucking the life out of you for pile 1? Those who were drawn to the almond snicker. Thank you. They're like trying to get y'all a whole bunch of cards. We're not doing that though. Okay, so you have the High Priestess, You have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. And this is what do you need to do to break cords with this? Excuse me. What do you need to do to break cords and ties with it? The Seven of Wands, Queen of Swords. A lot of cards wanted to come out. Queen of Pentacles, or yeah, Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Pumpkins in this deck. The Six of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Lovers, which has a vampire, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so what's sucking the life out of you? Okay, this is for some of you. Only take what resonates, and this is not to spook or scare anyone, but some of you guys, this could be like a psychic attack that's draining you, okay? Some sort of spiritual attack, psychic attack. Could be imposed on you by a Capricorn or Virgo person, because you have the Two of Pentacles is Capricorn and the Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. So this could be a Capricorn or Virgo. Could also be a Cancer or Pisces person, or someone that's like paid for some spiritual services or something. I'm not getting that. Yeah, I do feel for some of you it is, okay? And I get like this is some love shit, okay? This has something to do with a lover. You have two women in this card. A Queen of Swords and a Queen of Pentacles. So, could be that this Queen of Swords went to someone with money, or... yeah, the Queen of Pentacles person could have went to this Queen of Swords for help, okay? Paid them for services or something. This could have everything to do with a love situation, because you have the Lover's card right here. So this could have been stay away from my man, or the fact that you're paying your psychic energy to this. Like for some of you, it's that you're energetically giving your power and energy away to something. I get like a love triangle. Like this looks kind of messy. We got the Three of Wands here too. Someone could have, this could be a result of someone refusing for you to leave, or this could have been something, this energy is coming to collect back some sort of karmic energy. That's what it seems like with the Six of Pentacles, trick or treat. So some of you guys may have trusted the wrong person with information about your relationship or your love life, and they could have did something to spite your relationship, or you guys went to some faulty psychic or something that kind of put something, okay, because I have to be very careful of how I'm saying this, because I don't want to, I'm not trying to spook anyone, so I want to be very careful how I word things. Unless it resonates with you and you know that this is something that's going on, something you already knew, then I could be confirming it. So if this does not sound right to you, do not jump the gun and start freaking out, because these readings are very general anyway. They're not personal readings. They're not tapping into one specific person's energy, so you have to dissect and discern what may be for you. Okay, don't just take anything and say, oh, a reader told me on YouTube that there's somebody doing a spell. Like, no, use your discernment. But for some of you, you guys may have fed into something that someone told you. I'll give you an example, and this is a legit example. Like, this is something that really happened to me. So I was very desperate for answers when I was going through this whole situation with in a love situation, and that was when I was all caught up in the twin flame stuff or whatever. So I was very desperate to find answers. I was going to psychics without using my intuition and using my discernment. I was blindly seeking people, and I came across a person that was gifted, but their gifts were not being used for the right things. So I got caught up in that, and I was misled. I opened myself up to be misled. So I can't completely blame that person, but I opened myself up to be misled by her, by listening to all these different things, and it kind of threw me off of my path a little bit. So I feel like some of you may have been a victim to this, or you just allowed yourself to take on too much advice, too much information, that it's kind of clouded your judgment, clouding you from seeing the truth about a situation. So I feel like it's a love situation for a lot of you that's draining your energy. Too much information, too many influences with these two queens. So this could be two different people in your life. This could be friends. This could be family. This could be spiritual advisors. Things that you're watching online. Like, you might be taking in too much information and it's clouding your judgment. Because I feel like you guys want to know whether or not you should walk away from a person. And most likely for some of you, the person that you're dealing with is sucking you dry as well, romantically. Okay? Some of you guys, I'll call it this zodiac signs that I'm seeing. For some of you, it's 7 of Wands, that's Leo. 3 of Wands, that's Aries. 6 of Pentacles, that's Taurus. 8 of Cups, Pisces. So Pisces came out twice. Lovers, which is Gemini. So some of you guys could be a victim to, like I said, it could be a love triangle where someone is trying to throw you off your path, maybe steal your partner, and maybe you did this to someone else and it's backfiring. It could be that your partner is an energy drainer and they're preventing you from walking away, because I feel some of you know that you need to cut cords with someone to walk away, or maybe someone told you that you need to just give up on a relationship or something. But you need to trust your own discernment and your own intuition at the end of the day. The High Priestess, you have to listen to your own intuition. I feel like you've given your energy and your power away to something. The 8 of Pentacles. So you have the 6 and the 8 of Pentacles. The way to clear this energy up, again, is you have to trust your own intuition. You have to stand firm in your beliefs. So one thing that situation with that reader that I went to, I had a couple of readers that attacked me spiritually, and I opened the doors. Like I said, I opened the doors to that because I didn't protect myself. I was kind of naive back then. It was kind of slow. So I just kind of just took what resonated, especially if the person was on point. Like, just because somebody's on point does not necessarily mean that they have your best interest. Because okay, have you guys ever went to a reader and they were on point, and then at the end of the reading they were like, there's something on you, you need to get this cleansed for $12,000 or $100,000 or whatever amount of dollars, I can cleanse it off of you, I can do this magic spell to get it off. It's always a catch to it. So that's how you know that you're dealing with someone who's phony. Just because they have a gift doesn't mean that they're trustworthy and legit, right? So the girl that was giving me all this information, oh, you're meant to be together, and it sounds cute, it sounds good, and then at the end, she asked me for some money to cleanse some shit that, oh, there's an evil entity that's trying to block your connection and all this bullshit. So what that taught me was that I have to use my own intuition and my own discernment. She could have been sent by spirit to help me. At the end of the day, like, what people don't understand is that when evil is put out or dished out, sometimes it's to help you prevail, because it will either highlight things within you. It teaches you a very valuable lesson, and it also helps you to go further into yourself, your shadows, what you need to highlight. So just because people think they're throwing salt and dirt on your name, they actually help you. Just like when people talk shit about you, spread rumors about you, they're just highlighting you even more and putting you exposing you to more people. So whatever the case may be with this, because some of you, it could also be like an untrustworthy person that you trusted that's close to you. This person helped you in some sense, and I feel like this situation is helping you to clarify some things and highlight what it is that may need to be released, maybe within yourself as well. So take these things into account, but this was meant to help you, help to enlighten you. And also I feel like help you trust yourself more, know who to trust and who not to trust. Because I feel like you had to go through this, and also stand firm in what you know already, if I didn't say that already, okay? So just be very mindful of that. That's what I'm getting. Some of you might actually need to cut someone out of your life, I feel, with the 8 of Cups, and walk away with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles can also be about honoring yourself, loving yourself and respecting yourself, being mindful of what you give your energy and who you give your energy away to. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for pile number 1. Okay, so now we're going to move on to pile number 2. So if you guys were drawn to the original Snickers, this is your reading. What is it that is sucking your energy? Who or what is sucking your energy? Pile number 2. Alright, you have the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Strength card. Okay, what do you need to do to clear this and cut cords with this energy? The 8 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. So let's see. What's draining your energy? The first thing I got with the Ace of Wands is something mental. It's some sort of belief system that you've taken on, something that's not completely true, or you've allowed someone to judge or block your truth. And it could be this King of Cups here. I get an emotional vampire. Okay, this is someone that sucks your energy through emotions. This is a person that's emotionally manipulative. So it could be a water sign, specifically a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male or masculine energy. Does not have to be a man. It could be a woman that's very masculine, a master manipulator, or someone who, someone that you trust, someone that you feel like should have your best interest at heart. But for some of you, I feel like it could be a lover. This person makes you feel like you're not good enough, or they, this person could also be, this person could also steal your joy, I'm hearing. This person is like in the beautiful garden. They're like the nasty pests, or the weed that needs to be pulled out. They're like it's like a buzzing noise. Like, not all, I don't believe that insects are bad, but like, just use this as a metaphor, like a bug that's just continuously buzzing in your ear. Like, you're in the garden, you're trying to just, you know, chill and meditate and just be in nature, and there's this bug that just won't leave you alone. It's like, that's this person. And I feel like their job, or what they're trying to do, is to stagnate you, make you feel like you're not good enough. They're here to steal your confidence. That's who this person is. It may not be one person. It may represent like a couple of people in your life who are like this, but you have to use your discernment. It can also be a Leo energy as well, or you could be a Leo. Like, this person may want to stop your dreams in some sense. Like, you have to be discerning to know what messages resonate with you, because like I said in pile 1, that message was kind of heavy. You have to discern what may be for you and what may not be for you, because I feel like I don't tell people things that they don't already know within them. It's just highlighting and helping to make sense. I need to blow up my nose. My nose is stuffy. But yeah, I feel like with these 2 aces, it's like something that you're trying to give birth to, or you're trying to spread your wings or something. And I just get this person is like constantly trying to make you feel bad about yourself or talk down. And I like to share my experiences when I feel led to, because I know sometimes that it helps people. So I was in a relationship with someone like a few years ago. This is when I was like in a long-term situation that I felt like I could never get out of. But anyway, this person was like nasty to me. Like, they would always say things to me like make me feel like I wasn't good enough. And I remember I wanted to go to fashion school, so I was learning how to sketch. I had someone that I work with that went to school for art design, so they would help me with my sketches and stuff. So I would come up with different outfits or whatever, and I would show it to my boyfriend at the time, and he'd be like, oh, your style is whack. Like, I don't know what you're trying to go to school for. Like, your style is lame and whack. Like, okay, whatever. And years later, like, that's probably the biggest compliment that I ever get is on my style, because it's unique, it's different. But just because he didn't like it, you know, he called it whack. And who was to say he wasn't calling it whack just to deter me off my path and talk shit and talk down to me? So I feel like that's what this person does. You might have something you want to create, because aces represent beginnings, they represent creation, they also represent divine gifts. So you may have something that you know to be true, or something that you wish to bring forth, and this person plays on your confidence and your pride and your inner strength, and they make you feel less than. But I feel like, again, like I told pile 1, that even the enemy and the adversary, they actually help you, like whether they realize it or not. Like spirit uses them to help you, so they're being played at their own game. So the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like this is about working on self, and spirit is telling you the way to defeat this, whatever it is to continue to do what you're doing if you're working on something, or continue to believe in yourself by like perfecting your gifts, perfecting your abilities, and not allowing whoever this person is to get the best of you. The Queen of Wands, again, you have to be in tune with your power. You have to be in tune with who you truly are. Like, you have to know this for yourself. I get a lot of you are fire signs, but also you could be a Virgo, you could be a Gemini, a Libra, or maybe even a Sag. But you have to know your gift and know your power. This black cat, I feel like, represents magic, and it represents your spiritual gifts, and it represents guidance as well. Like, you have to really trust yourself, because and also you can't lean upon, I feel like also what this person or these people are teaching you is that you shouldn't lean upon others for validations, especially not them. Specifically these people, you should not lean upon them for validation for anything. Like, who are you? That's how the Queen of Wands is looking at this imp, this little devil. Like, who are you? Because he's trying to give her a sunflower. Like, he's trying to appease her. Okay, so this person may appease your ego every now and then, but then the next they're feeding you bullshit. So you have to also protect your mind, protect your beliefs, and not allow this person to continue to do that. Because I feel like this person's, and this could be someone from the past. This could be someone from your past that's still, you know, all up in your energy, lingering, okay? So you have to cut this person out. You have to discern what is truth and what is bullshit with the 2 of Swords, and cut it out. 10 of Wands, stop carrying the energy of what so-and-so did, what they said to you. Because I feel like for a lot of you, this is word curses, and this is people that were very manipulative. Could be narcissistic energies. If it's not one person, then it's a few people that you might be carrying on everything that they've done and everything they said. You have to let that go. You cannot carry that energy with you. You have to let it go. Don't carry this energy with you. Okay. Alright, so. Oh my god, I need to blow my nose. Okay, so that was your reading, pile number 2. Now we're going to move on to pile number 3. Where are we at? 23. Okay. So those of you drawn to the peanut butter snicker pile number 3, this is your reading. So we're going to see what or who is sucking your energy, and how do we remove it? How do we banish that energy? How do we close it out? We banish that energy. How do we close it out? Let's see. Oh, I need to blow my nose. Okay. Let's see. What do we need to do? Like, what is it that we need to, like, first let's see what is it that's sucking your energy. So this card flopped up. This is the 10 of Cups, but it came out in reverse, so I'm going to leave it in reverse. The 6 of Wands, or is this the 9 of Wands? What is this? The 6 of Wands. The 4 of Swords. Oh, God, this is going to be a long one. What's all this? Okay. You got the 8 of Swords. Okay. You got the 8 of Swords. You've got the 6 of Pentacles, the Magician, Ace of Pentacles, and Page of Swords. So you got quite a different few. I'm going to have to wait to see what we need to do to release it, because there's a lot of cards on the table right now. Okay. Where do we start? So the 10 of Cups is in reverse. So the 10 of Cups in reverse could be that denying your dreams and your goals is sucking the life out of you. So you denying your true heart's desires, I feel like, is or turning your back away from your desires because you feel like they're not happening, or that things are not manifesting in some way, or there's no changes in something that you want to take place. So maybe you blocked your heart from that, which is draining your energy. Like, it's sucking the life out of you because this is something that is connected to you. This is something in your heart. This is something to do with home. So it could be a living situation. Maybe you're unhappy with the living situation and that's draining you. It's not a happy home. You know, it could be a lot of imbalance. Okay? Maybe you feel a disconnect with people in your home, so that could be draining your energy. You have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands can also represent pride and ego. It could also be not feeling appreciated, not feeling like your rewards are being reciprocated or something. So this is an energy of like wanting to tear certain things down. So say for instance, it could be self-sabotage, or it could be anger, just feeling like you're not getting your just due. So you could be lashing out. I want to say that for majority of you, like, you're your own vampire. In the nicest way, I want to say that you're sucking your own self dry, but there is an influence here with the Page of Swords and maybe even the Magician. The Page of Swords could be, you get caught up in what other people say or what other people think. It could also be some sort of criticism that you've received as a child. Okay? You could have received a lot of criticism at a young age to be perfect, to be a certain way. You gotta ace this test, and if you don't, you're stupid. So these could be word curses too, especially with the Eight of Swords, negative thinking. You know, your thoughts could be draining your energy. Okay? Your thoughts could be draining your energy. Ooh, sorry. Your thoughts could be doing this to you. And then going back to the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords can also be that you refuse to let things go. You may hold on to things, you know. You may still be recovering from certain memories or certain thoughts or things that people said to you. And you haven't fully released it. You haven't let it go. Okay? Then you have the Six of Pentacles. Again, that just due. You got two sixes here. So feeling underappreciated. Okay? Unappreciated. Feeling like you're being taken for granted, or you feel like you're being used. Could also be Spirit saying as well, like, what you put your energy into is what you get out. So I would say for this third group right here, you're sucking your own life force out of yourself. With the Magician card, you guys could be very powerful manifestors. You guys need to be careful of what you say and how you say it. Okay, how you talk about yourself, how you talk about your life, how you talk about your circumstances, your future. Because you got the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles could also be like, again, what are you paying your energy to? Because you're manifesting. You see that cricket? It reminds me of Jiminy Cricket. I want to look at what they mean real quick. Where is my book? Where is my animal book? And I'm sorry if I keep sniffing. I need to blow my nose and I can't interrupt the live to do that. Where's the insects? Crickets. Belief. Crickets are, it says, the power of your belief is strong, for good or bad. Do not distort ideas. Trust your own intuition before believing in others. So you have to believe yourself before you believe what other people have said about you, because you're going to get all kinds of criticism, and maybe in the past you did, but what do you really believe? You may have to rewrite your beliefs. With the Page of Swords, start with a clean slate, because you are manifesting. You have the Ace right next to the Magician. Aces represent beginnings. They also represent opportunities, represent divine gifts. But it's up to us what we do with these divine offers and gifts, and if we take them or not. So how are you speaking about your life? Because you're manifesting, but what are you manifesting? For a small group of you, you may have allowed people to use some sort of magic on you, whether that's word magic, whether that's, you know, but I don't feel like that's for a lot of you. But let's see what you can do to release this energy. Because if I haven't already said, what can you do to banish this? To banish the vampire within. Because I feel like this is within the self. You guys have a lot of cards. The first card that flew out is the Five of Wands. Stop fighting, okay? You might need to stop fighting with yourself, fighting with others. Like, know when a battle is worth the fight and when it's just a distraction. Six of Swords. You guys have to move past something in your past mentally. You guys haven't fully released it. And that doesn't mean like, oh, you know, I'm not going to think about it anymore. It's like, no, address it and remove it. You have to address it first. You have to understand where these thought patterns come from, why they're there, why did what so-and-so said and did to you, why did it bother you, and what do you need to do to heal that energy. The Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, again, you may be feeling tormented by life or feeling like nothing's going your way, but I feel like with the Ghost, this represents your past. Like, you're still holding on to the past and it's haunting you because it wants you to confront it and face it so that you can heal. So don't turn away from the things that are triggering you. The Devil card speaks of being entrapped, whether that's by fear, whether that's by pride and selfishness, ego, obsessive behaviors. You have to release yourself from these energies that keep you in bondage. The things that don't allow you to live your life, that don't allow you to be free, that don't allow you to love, that don't allow you to attract the life that you desire, or to just be in joy. Like, whatever it is, it's not because you're cursed, it's not because you're not good enough or that you're not loved. This has everything to do with how you're viewing yourself and what you've allowed other people to tell you about yourself that you believed. So this could have started at a young age, like as your upbringing. You could have had a parent or some sort of family members or something that may have tormented you as a child, made you feel like something, like you weren't good enough. And I feel like you were not the only one. If you have siblings, if this is not siblings, this could be generational. And maybe it's up to you to break that, you know, if you feel like that's a part of your purpose, that by healing yourself, you're healing generations. The Sun card, you have to change your thinking. You have to, in order for you to have new results, you have to change your methods, as they say. You have to approach energy in a new way. Because I saw this meme, I can't really remember it verbatim, but it was a meme on Instagram that I saw, and it said, you have to change your energy in a way that when these circumstances come to you, you change how you respond to it. Because the attacks are always going to come at you, but you have to respond to it in a different way. So your energy has to change. You have to be different, because certain people may not change. They're going to stay assholes. They're going to stay trying to make people miserable. You may be in an environment right now that sucks right now, but how you respond to it is everything. And I'm taking that for myself too, that it is what it is. How do I respond to it? All right. So you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, again, is that you're strong. You can continue to pick up and move forward. So with all of these triggers and all of these inner demons and all these other people that may have hurt you, may have tormented you, or may still be in your life that serves a purpose that could be very triggering, with all of that, you still have the power and the momentum to keep moving forward. You can't stop here. You can't go backwards. For what? You come this far. And that's something you have to remind yourself. And you have the Ace of Swords. So what do you believe? And bats represent initiation. I'm going to read about them real quick. I'm going to read about bats really quick, because if I'm not mistaken, they do represent initiation. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe they're mammals. Okay, they're in the mammal section. Okay. Yep, bats represent initiation. It says, it is time for change and for a new beginning. An initiation is at hand. Trust your instincts and look for hidden implications around you. So the Sun card also represents new beginnings and revitalizations. You have to have faith in yourself. If you can't have faith in the angels, your ancestors, or God, you have to have that faith for yourself. It's this inner child issues too that I feel for this group, with this child right here. Your inner child needs that love and know that you're perfect the way that you are, because I also see the Page of Swords as like this younger person that was pressured to be perfect or pressured to be academically perfect, and if you did this then you were stupid, if you talked a certain way then you got in trouble for it, or you just weren't good enough, like these types of feelings and thoughts. And the Sun card also has a childlike energy, so this is forgiving your inner child and telling your inner child that you're perfect just the way that you are and that you're loved. So you might need to do some inner child healing as well and love your inner child and go back to those times that you felt lonely or where you felt like you were being judged, bullied, and all of that, and then love up on that little child. And I'm going to do this for myself too. And I used to put my baby picture on my altar. I took it off because some people say you're not supposed to put yourself on an altar because that's like, you know, you're not supposed to do that. But I used to put my baby picture on my altar, and it would remind me of the innocence of myself, like to love myself. Because being in as an adult or going through life, maybe even a teenager, you feel like you're dirty because of your experiences. You feel like you're not good enough because of what people have told you, or your thoughts. You feel like your thoughts are bad, or you feel like whatever you've gone through. But when you look at your baby picture, you can see the innocence. And sometimes our baby pictures can be triggering because maybe we didn't have loving parents or we were abused as babies. So I feel like you might need to sit with your inner child and really meditate with that child and really love that child and send them love. And know that your experiences shaped you to be stronger, not to break you. Even if that was the enemy's plan for you, that was not divine's plan for you. So much love as always. I hope that this reading resonated with those who it was meant to resonate with. And yeah, much love to you. I appreciate y'all. I'll put the timestamps up shortly because this is a live reading, so I will put them up in a minute. So if you guys are watching this, you might want to stick around and wait for the timestamps before you choose, unless you've already watched this all the way through. So until next time, peace. Be safe. Have a happy Halloween when it does come. If you celebrate it, be safe. If you have children, be safe. Much love. Peace.